Hi gorgeous! Today I'm testing out a bunch of new products from a brand called WOOSH Beauty that has recently popped up in Ulta stores. They make a lot of tools that are supposed to make makeup application easier. So I'm gonna be trying those out for you in today's video, and I will let you know if any of them are good or gimmicks. First tool I'm using from WOOSH Beauty. Gosh, I need to go back to bed. Is their corner brush eye stamper. This is really unique. I've not seen anything like this before. You can see on one end of the brush here, it has a V, and this is for creating an outer V shape. And on the other end is a defined angle brush so that you can blend your work. Step 1, apply the eyeshadow or liner to the V-shaped end of the brush. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Stila Mind palette. I'm taking this shade right here. Okay, then it says, align the bristles with the outside edge of your eye. All right, so we're gonna go right about there. And it says the lower tip should be at the corner of your eye. So the lower tip right here of the brush should be pointed right to the lower part of your eye. And then press in gently. Huh. Next step is to take the smudger brush end and gently drag and fill inward, okay? Obviously it helps to have an eyeshadow that's really easy to blend. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that eyeshadow on the angled tip here and try to fill it in. And I'm going to attempt to soften those edges. Well, that's about as good as it's gonna get. It's still there. You can see where the brush made the lines. It didn't really blend it out. That could be the eyeshadow's fault, although what I will say about the Stila eyeshadows is that they are very blendable, so I really don't think that it is. But to give this thing a fighting chance, let's try it with another eyeshadow. I'm gonna take one from the Viseart Neutral Matte palette. Let's use this one right here, because you know these eyeshadows blend so beautifully. And attempt it again over here, lining it up, and plop. Well, it's a lot better on this eye as opposed to this eye over here. One other thing I want to try with this brush before I completely say enough is take the end of it again, and instead of positioning it and placing the eyeshadow, I'm gonna try to blend it in that V shape. Because I feel like if you press the brush into the eye, it creates harsh lines that are hard to blend away. Well, I mean, it's a little better on this eye over here as opposed to this one over here. I wouldn't recommend following the instructions that WOOSH Beauty gave you on the package. I feel like it works a lot better if you take that angle and you brush it in towards the eye. Next product I'm testing out for you from WOOSH Beauty are their Even Eye Stencils. Now these are peel and stick, so you're supposed to be able to just easily apply them under your eyes and take them off when you're done. They catch fallout from eyeshadow, and they are meant to give you a symmetrical look when you're doing your eye makeup. And you're supposed to line these up with the lower lash line like so, and then bring them up past the outer corner of your eye, like that. It feels like my lower lids are glued to my face. I'm gonna take that same shade I was using before on a fluffy brush, and they say you can take that, run it under the lower lash line like so, right on the stencil, and you can go up the stencil. You can be as messy as you want. All right. We'll do the same thing on this eye over here. I'll make them match, don't worry. And then to get these eyes to match, I'm gonna go back with that Stila shade I used on this eye when we were using that corner stamping tool. And I'm gonna take a little bit of that and apply it into the outer V. Now this, I feel like, so far, we haven't seen what it looks like when we take little stencils off, but this would more than likely be a much better way of doing a precise outer V than that corner stamping tool. All right, and I'm gonna take a black eyeshadow with an angled brush. I'm using the MAC 263, and we are going to attempt to do a wing here. I'm gonna start right about there, follow the stencil, and create a wing. Moment of truth. Let's find out if these little guys worked. I'm gonna take an edge here and peel it down. Yeah. Well, the foundation underneath my eyes and my concealer is completely wrecked, but my eyes look good. If I had not done any wings and just done eyeshadow with the stencils, what I would have done afterwards is taken a fluffy brush like this and blended along the edges to get rid of any harsh lines. The harsh lines are great when we're talking about wings here, but not so much when it comes to eyeshadow. But this is not a product that you could use after applying a base. And my argument for doing your eyes first and your face last still holds up with these eye stencils because, oh my, I'm not even sure how I'm going to fix this. Yeah, I'm not, because we're just testing products. Last product I have to review for you from WOOSH Beauty is their eyeliner wheel. Someone told me after I did the MAC roller wheel review that WOOSH Beauty were really the ones who invented the idea of putting your eyeliner on with a wheel. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, that's just what I was told, but this one is much bigger compared to the MAC one, so this is going to be very interesting. I did also buy the eyeliner that goes along with it. Now, they say you don't have to use the eyeliner that they sell. You can use this tool with any eyeliner out there. The WOOSH eyeliner has two different formulas in the container. So on top, you're given a basic black eyeshadow, just a cakey kind of eyeliner, and then on bottom, if you unscrew it here, that is where the liquid eyeliner lives. So I'm going to take the roller wheel here and roll it across the liquid eyeliner and attempt, oh gosh, this is so much bigger than the MAC one. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. Did you see how sharp that line is? Wow. I still stand by my original statement, like I said in the MAC video. They should make every eyeliner like this because this is such a genius way of applying it. Okay, well here's the thing with the bigger wheel. It is a lot harder to get into the inner corner, as you can see by all of my mistakes there, which I liked better about the MAC roller wheel eyeliner because it is significantly smaller. See what I'm talking about? MAC one over here and the WOOSH one over here, which is just ginormous. The other caveat I'm noticing with this one is that you have to keep loading product onto the roller wheel while you're using it. So you have to stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. Where I didn't have to do that with the MAC roller wheel, it almost was like it kept going. There was enough product on the little wheel there to do a continuous run with it. Final thoughts on these products, beginning with that outer V brush stamping tool I used in the beginning of the video. While this is a really good idea in theory, I feel like the execution missed its mark. And I say that because the lines that are created when you stamp the eyeshadow into the outer V are much too harsh to be able to blend to get a natural look. If you use the brush to brush the outer V application on, then the results are much more natural looking, but it still isn't quite the desired effect that I would like from a product like this. So I don't recommend buying it. I do feel like it would be a waste of money if you went out and purchased it. The under eye shields, excuse me for 1 minute. Sorry, I am just getting over a cold, so bear with me. As I was saying, there are some pros and cons with the under eye shields. There is an argument saying I could just use tape instead of the under eye shields and get the same results. And while that is true, I don't feel like you could get the same symmetry that you would get with the shields. So in that instance, you do get a symmetrical look when you're done with your eyeshadow application or your wings, and I really liked that about these shields. Now, if you're going to buy the shields to protect your face from eyeshadow fallout during application, I would say you're wasting your money, and you could get the same results by simply waiting to apply your foundation and concealer after you've done your eyes. Because you saw what happened when I took the shields off, it took half the concealer and foundation with it. So in that sense, I would say you're wasting your money. Just skip these completely. But if you are looking for more symmetry in your eyeshadow application and in your winged eyeliner application, then I feel like these are a good investment if you have the money to spend. The roller wheel. This is a really, really excellent idea in theory, again, and such a revolutionary design. I feel like this is the way that we should be applying liquid eyeliner because it makes applying it so doggone easy. But the wheel on this thing was just much too big for my liking and really hard to work with. If they had made the wheel smaller, like MAC's version, it would have hit a home run for me because you have that long handle. It's really easy to control and manipulate, but that wheel was just way too big. And even though I didn't like the roller wheel application tool, I did really like the eyeliner from WOOSH Beauty. And I like that you get 2 different ones in the canister to use. I found the liquid version to last a long time on the eyes. It didn't run, smudge, flake, and it still looked just as great as when I had applied it at the end of the day. If you've been curious about any of these new products from WOOSH Beauty, I hope you found this helpful, and I will have all of the ones I reviewed for you linked for you below if you're interested in getting any of them for yourself. Let me know if you have tried them. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.